Hi, I'm Harrison, and this is Clinical Copilot. Doctors who work in hospitals and walk into a shift with a list of patients they don't remember will need to catch themselves up. Now, they don't have a lot of time to sit back and read the labs and check out all the other information that's just getting thrust upon them, so this app is going to help them get that taken care of quickly, concisely, and in plain English. So, we'll go ahead and start with one that we already have preloaded. This is Robert Kowalski. We already uploaded some additional documents. So we'll just go ahead and ask the chat, what's up? So you can tell it's thinking right now. So right now what it's doing is it's looking through these supporting documents, trying to find out what information is relevant. So we have a lab report and a patient information. That's the intake document right now. As you can see, it's going to go ahead and populate all the information that it pulled out of those. So right now, it's only pulled up the information from his intake form, but each one of these is going to take you back with the reference to where it was found. Now you can see it's pulling up the lab report. The lab report was also converted into a format that is easy and quick for the doctor to read. Now it gives you this little reference here, so you can go ahead and click on this and it'll take you to the document itself. You can open this attachment and it'll show you the document everything was coming from. Now looking up here at his family history, we know that his family has some problems with diabetes. So we can go and ask this. Now this is where the reg comes in. This is where the reg comes in, and it's going to go ahead and look through its database and give us some information. It will also give us some citations on where those come from. Now if we come back here, we can go ahead and look at Margaret Chen, and I'll run you through how we upload supporting documents. Right here, she only has her clinical notes, which I already added in, but we're going to go ahead and upload documentation. Now from here, you can either drag it in or you can search your files. We're going to search my files. Right now here, I already have it pulled up, but we want to make sure they're the right ones. So we're going to start with intake forms. Now here it allows you to choose from two types, lab reports or intake forms, but this is going to be expanded to contain additional document types. We can go ahead and name it. This is going to be we'll go ahead and upload and extract. Now while it's doing that, what it's doing is it's pulling all the information out of that and putting it into a format that will be sent over to OpenEMR. And from OpenEMR, then it'll come back and it'll populate into Copilot. Now, I don't think that's the way I'm going to keep it. That seems a little unwieldy. But that's how it is right now for this MVP submittal. All right, now we're going to jump over to OpenEMR. We'll go ahead and log in. We'll go ahead and see that it's populated. And as you can see, the information from our intake form has in fact populated here. Now if we go back to Clinical Copilot, we can go ahead and it'll need to refresh. So we're going to go sign out. We'll sign back in. And it should be there. And as you can see, OpenEMR has now populated Copilot with the information we just submitted through the supporting docs and the upload. Now, there are three things that make this different from just being a chatbot, right? One is that it's read only by default. So the agent can't write to a chart unless the doctor specifically says that it's okay. Secondly, it's got a citation gate going for it. So every response needs to be validated. And if the LLM cannot find where that information came from, it's just not going to present it to the doctor. We don't want to make mistakes, which can become compounded by the doctor believing the information is what it needs. Now, the other and final step here that makes it not a chatbot is that these things are gated. So one doctor cannot see a different doctor's patient, even if they know the name of that other patient. It's just not going to be possible. Now up here, you'll see the Med Safety Advisor. It's currently switched off. And if you roll over it, it tells you what it does. Now, a dangerous thing about relying with an agent like this is that it can hallucinate. So we don't really want the doctor to be able to ask it for guideline or medical advice or anything. What it can do, like those guidelines that presented for the type 2 diabetes, it can present information from guidelines or medical publications, but it cannot tell the doctor what to do. At the end of the day, that's up to the doctor to choose. It can give you a diagnosis as well, but at the end of the day, again, it's the doctor's choice and decision on whether or not it's going to go with the information that the chatbot has given or not. And that is essentially where we are with this MVP submittal for today. Thank you.